everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Eagles going up against the Rams.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Rams. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Back to Philly.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go. Green, 39.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
After the interception, here's Goff. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, batted free. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 1 yard, the official pickup. There, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Goff now to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now gone. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure to take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
They only needed a yard, instead went backwards. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now back to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. They'll set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Fresh set of downs here. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. To throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. can run for it, and he will. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Gurley again here on first down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. See if they stay on the ground for second down. On the counter, Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now it's gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now Goff on first down. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Gurley, a beautiful fake. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet, right near the 27. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On first down, it's gone. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. On second down, here's Goff. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Rams on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Goff. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. So on 4th down, Goff will yield to Greg Zuerlein for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be shoved down pretty hard at the 29. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. On first down, it's Gurley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, gone. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. On 1st down, gone. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Goff now looking to throw. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 30. So we've stage. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show is buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here's Goff now on second down. Throw left side complete. That's Woods. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The Rams on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Goff now looks to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Shipped together here from the D-line. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Last time out they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From his goal line here. Gone. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Here's Gone. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returnable here from the 38. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The throw on 2nd down is gone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Rams have got it back. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Out of the gun. Gone. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now gone. His throw incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the gun on third down, gone. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So on fourth down, Goff will yield to Greg Zuerlein for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hart. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Eagles on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go now. Boo, Landy. Boo, Landy.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And he's got it up and through. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
One last throw here for Goff. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
As we go on